Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sophie. As you can tell, it's quite obvious, I just had a rhinoplasty and I'm still recovering. I have bruises, I have a cast on my face, I have my bloody stitches, you know, like I'm still recovering. And let's just keep this a nice, kind, safe space online, you know, like let's just be nice people and let's talk about it. So I wanted to film a little chatty video at some point during the recovery. Initially I was thinking of doing a like day 1 through 6 recovery where I would check in every single day. Honestly, I just did not feel like filming. For the first time in nearly a year, it actually took quite a few days off, which was really nice. I'm not gonna lie, I worked really hard to have lots of work automated. I had lots of YouTube videos ready to go and was able to just like actually sit back, relax, and recover and not be stressing out about not feeling caught up and not feeling productive. And my main focus for the past couple of days have just been recovery, and I've been able to plan out some upcoming content, some ideas, reflect on my goals, read, and just take a couple of days off, which has felt so good. So I wanted to sit down, take the camera out and film before the cast comes off. Tomorrow is the 3rd of August. It'll be officially 7 days post-op, and I'm flying to Toronto just up and down the same day to get the cast taken off, and we'll clean up this situation and just go from there, honestly. So I just wanted to film today before all this comes off. The recovery, all in all, really was not that bad. I feel like as of day 1.5, like officially 24 hours after surgery, I was feeling really good. I was immediately going for short walks. I was honestly just chilling. Like I was obviously recovering, taking time off and prioritizing rest, but I still wanted to kind of maintain my routine, stay moving. I did not feel like I couldn't do anything, if that makes any sense. I was expecting it to be a lot worse, and I'm really happy with how things have been going. Largely, I got this rhinoplasty because I wanted to fix some breathing issues. People are so fast to judge plastic surgery, assume that you're insecure or you're shallow or all these different things. I simply could not breathe through my nose, you guys, and I figured since I did not want to go through the public healthcare system, I would just pay to see a private surgeon. I just feel like there's so much more accountability, and at the same time just make some changes to my nose. Now, the main reason I went to a plastic surgeon and not an ENT, which would have been fully covered by insurance, was because I've had a really bad experience dealing with doctors in the public healthcare system here in Canada, and like it would have been fully covered had I gone to an ENT, but instead I chose to pay. Let me tell you, so I saw this ENT who told me I had a really bad deviate septum. I was gonna need a bilateral turbinate reduction, and I also had a lot of inflammation in my nose, and that was the issue. And like if he was to do the surgery on me, which would have been a full septoplasty, only my breathing would have been totally fine after. And the surgeon that I saw who did my nose was able to tell me confidently that I barely have a deviate septum, and the issue is mostly tissue damage caused by the prolonged use of a nasal spray that had steroids in it that my doctor prescribed me and just kept prescribing me. And at the time, obviously I didn't know that you're not supposed to use nasal spray for a long time. I just wanted to breathe through my nose and had no idea that a full year later, it's been about a full year that I haven't been using nasal spray because I realized that my nose was addicted to it. My nose is still recovering. And the fact that the ENT was just so eager to rush me to book the appointment, the surgery, to get the septoplasty that I didn't even need was honestly so alarming. And I was kind of in disbelief. I still did get the bilateral turbinate reduction that was necessary, and it's gonna definitely still help, but I was honestly in shock and really happy with my choice to just see a plastic surgeon. And while I'm there paying, just also do some work to the outside of my nose, because at the end of the day I figured like I'm paying, and I am a content creator. My job is to show up and be on camera. And when I'm not on camera, I'm editing myself and I'm still looking at myself constantly. And you know what? Like, why not just make some changes that I think will suit me? And who cares? Like, I'm all about doing whatever the fuck you want. And it's that simple. Like, do what makes you happy. If that involves changing your look, cool. If it doesn't, also cool. I feel like people are so weird when it comes to plastic surgery. And I just don't think it's a very big deal, honestly. I have always been so intrigued by plastic surgery, and I don't think it's any worse than changing your hair, whether it's cutting or styling or getting tattoos or piercings. Like, honestly, who cares? That's just my hot take personally. And I think it's so sad and frustrating when people treat you just like weird after getting plastic surgery. Like, I don't get it. When I see someone who's had a procedure done, I'm immediately just like, oh, I wonder what that was. And like, I challenge myself to be like, I wonder if it was X, Y, or Z. And then I'm just kind of like, cool, like, good for them. I hope they're happy. And like, I move on. Like, I don't think about it. I don't judge them. And I think that people are just so miserable, honestly. And yeah, just like, I don't know, I've just had a really weird experience with friends and family judging me, and I'm just like, literally, who cares? Like, why does it matter? Anyways, the surgery itself was honestly so seamless. I did not feel rushed. I didn't feel uncomfortable. I was obviously very anxious. I can tend to be a very anxious person, and so I just got an anxiety medication at the same time as all the other medication I was given to prepare for the surgery. And then I changed into my gown. I got brought into the surgery room, and everything just happened so fast. It was so well organized. And then I was just like knocked out and just woke up in recovery. And directly after recovery was a bit rough. I definitely felt really sick to my stomach, and I probably barfed like 5 times. And then I just took a big long nap. I woke up, went back to bed, woke up the next day, and by that point it was like 24 hours, and I felt totally fine, and I've been feeling fine ever since. And I have also been in no pain at all. I think for the first maybe 48 hours I was on Tylenol, just because Griffin was like my male nurse giving me all my medication. And after that I just like didn't really feel like I needed anything for the pain, and I've had no pain since. I feel like I look a lot worse than I really feel. Honestly, I feel great. But yeah, no pain at all. I just wanted to be super transparent with you guys through this entire process and just document with you guys. Like I was saying, I'm gonna do a full cost breakdown in a future video. I am a little bit uncomfortable right now. Like, I have splints in my nose, I have this bandage and this cast, and it's quite bulky. I can see it, I can feel it. I just don't feel like I'm in the best state to like actually sit down and like do a well thought out video. So my apologies if I'm rambling. I'm gonna better organize my thoughts and do like a little Q&A in a video once I'm like back home and the cast is taken off. So probably in a couple of days I'll probably do like a nose reveal video after this, and then a Q&A video after that, and then kind of just go from there and do like updates, which you guys will obviously see organically in my vlogs. But yeah, I feel like people can just be so nasty and judgmental when it comes to plastic surgery, and I just think that like, do whatever you want if you can afford it, if you are doing it for the right reasons and you're a good candidate for it. Like, do whatever you want, honestly. I just wanted to do a little update video for you guys, share with you how I'm doing, how I'm looking. I haven't been doing anything crazy. I feel like just washing my face and staying clean and trying to keep my nose clean by being as gentle as I can has really helped. Movement, drinking tons of water. I've been using a humidifier all night long, sleeping on a wedge pillow, icing my face, and just doing like all these little things that I feel like are making a huge difference to help me just feel, at least feel better. Maybe not look better, but feel better. Also, you guys, I almost forgot, but we checked out after surgery the next day. Checkout was at noon. We woke up around like maybe 7. It was like 24 hours after the surgery, where I just like felt really good and was like, let's just go, like let's go home. I want to go home and be in our house with our shit. And we get home. It was a 6-hour drive from Toronto to Ottawa. I took a shower, which technically you're not supposed to shower right away, but I just wanted to shower so badly, and I was feeling fine and I knew I'd be fine. I just didn't get my face wet, and so I showered, which obviously felt amazing. Like, finished my shower, dried off, and then we had this crazy hailstorm and lost power for a full day. We had no power. The house got so hot. And then the next day we had to take our car into the shop to get fixed, and because of the hailstorm they gave out too many loaner cars and didn't have our car available for us, so we had no car for like 4 days. We picked it up today and they did nothing to it. They didn't even have the right piece for it, so they basically just had our car for 4 days for nothing. And all that to say, even with no power and no car and nothing to do, this recovery has honestly been totally fine. I've been chilling, and I don't think you have to freak out if you're going to be getting a surgery, whether it's a septo or rhinoplasty. Like, I don't necessarily think it's that big of a deal to stress out, because right before the surgery I was watching some recovery vlogs and some people like looked like they had the worst recovery ever, and like I've genuinely been chilling too. And like, I'll just bring the camera up close. So it's a bit gross, I know, but you can see my stitches here, and like I've had no pains, no shooting pains, no stabbing pains. Like, I think the tip is a bit numb, but for the most part, like, I have a black eye, but I feel totally fine. I had some bleeding, but that's what you have gauze for, so I just wore like a piece of cotton under my nose for the first like 2 days, and it's been totally fine. I've just been icing a lot and got a lot of different things to help me feel comfortable. So do check out my rhinoplasty recovery haul if you are gonna be getting a surgery. I did link pretty much everything I got in that video, and it's just like, I would highly recommend being over prepared and just like as comfortable as possible, because again, like even having no power, no car, like nothing to do, I was totally fine. So yeah, let me take you guys through some stuff I recently got and just kind of go from there. And I got this Tylenol Sinus for sinus pain and pressure. The surgeon recommended I take this before my flight. It's only a 50-minute flight, but this should help because I might get a nosebleed, so I'm obviously going to prepare for that. And yeah, something to keep in mind if you're flying after your surgery. All week I've just been wearing comfies. Today we're wearing this little cropped tank top with some biker shorts. Our HelloFresh just arrived, and seriously the most convenient thing ever. Got 5 meals this week, and I'm such a huge fan of HelloFresh. So as always, there's going to be a discount code for you guys to save down below in case you're interested in trying HelloFresh.